Now, when I first started in Zigwheels Philippines, I've always prided myself in reviewing regular cars. You know, cars that you and I can both afford, and sometimes those sporty cars as well that maybe are beyond or kind of within our budget. This car is definitely not that. How's it going, guys? Roy Robles here from Zigwheels.Ph, and today we've got this premium luxury compact SUV that I want to show you guys. This is the Audi Q5 S Line. Alright, so let's start with the front end. The Audi Q5 that we have right here has the S Line package, and since this is a TDI diesel, it definitely looks amazing. The S Line package gives you this blacked out grille. It has an octagonal shape to it with a silver frame around it. It also has these blacked out inlets right here by the side, but these things don't have any holes in it. They're just there for the look. But talk about that looks definitely amazing. It looks to give you this massive appeal, especially when you're driving an Audi. This badge right here doesn't only let other people know that you're driving an Audi, this overall look does. You got this Quattro badge right here, which means this has the Quattro all-wheel drive system, which is a permanent all-wheel drive system, giving you ultimate confidence while driving, especially during harsh situations. Now, if you notice, a lot of crossover SUVs or even mid-sized SUVs that have those amazing LED headlamps or aftermarket ones, they're actually copying all that from Audi. You get this nice 3D LED headlamps as well as LED fog lamps down below that gives it a really distinctive look, especially at night. It's a great package. This hood, the hood that we have right here, is just massive. Even though this is just a compact SUV, you got that appeal right there that you know you're driving an Audi car. So now, you know how most designer shirts and jeans usually are just plain white shirts or plain jeans? You can see that right here as well on the Audi Q5. You got your simple lines right there, but there's something about them that gives them a more premium feel. The character lines that flow from the headlamps all the way to the tail lamps right there is kind of deeply recessed, creating a cowl-like effect as if you're moving through the air with staying stationary right there. You've got your S-Line badge there, of course, to let people know that even though you're bringing an Audi, you still have that more upscale feel to it, a more sportier feel. Plus, check out those Audi Sports 20-inch wheels right here. They are multi-spoke Y-shaped wheels that give it an overall look that makes it more sporty. Now, I don't usually like multi-spoke alloy wheels, but on these kinds of cars, they really definitely work. You got silver trim roof rails right here. You got your shark fin antenna, and of course, turn repeater signals by the side mirrors. Now, out here in the back, you've got more of that signature Audi goodness, especially in these tail lamps right here. These tail lamps have OLED technology, which means it has the same technology that it has on your Samsung phones or your iPhones right there. So you got these amazing OLED tail lamps that really stand out, especially at night. And as you can see, even in broad daylight, you can see them really clearly. The good thing about these tail lamps right here, since they have OLED, is that you can actually customize them at the dealership to different multiple kinds of looks. Not just with this one right here, but it gives you more ways to customize your own Audi, especially the Audi Q5, with these tail lamps, with the headlamps, and even the wheels right there. You also got these reflectors right here. They're not just reflectors, actually. They actually light up at night as well. You got this brushed aluminum bar right here that runs across the tail lamps, creating some sort of symmetry and unity between the overall design. You also got a blacked out rear diffuser right here, and what seems to be a quad tip exhaust, but it's actually just a design there. These holes, they don't go anywhere. The actual exhaust port is right down below, but it still looks great. I mean, of all the exhaust ports that I've seen in different cars, this is the most convincing one. Now, this also has a power tailgate function that not only works by just pressing this button right here, but by simply kicking this, you can actually open this up and giving you all the space inside. It has the 60/40 split function, but no worries, if you don't have anyone to fold those seats down, my other guy right here, I don't have my other guy right here for us to fold these seats down as usual, but just a quick pull of these latches here enables you to fold those seats down. Plus that kick to open function, it also works the other way around. It's really helpful if you're bringing a lot of groceries in your hands and you don't have anything to open the car with. You just go ahead and kick it, just like that. Come on. No, okay. I'll have to wait for it to open up. There you go. Let's check out the inside. Now there's a lot to talk about, especially inside the Audi Q5. First of all, these seats have Napa leather on them. They're really very supportive. They're very soft and very luxurious. Unlike most of the other cars that I review here in the channel that gives you leather wrapped material, this is definitely legit leather and I like it. It definitely feels rich, it feels opulent, and I don't deserve this type of leather seats. Now you got soft touch everywhere. The dashboard has soft touch materials, of course. Now one thing about the S Line model is that you have the option to choose the surface material right here on the dash. What we have here right now is this aluminum look, and it's legit aluminum from what I can touch it. If it's not real aluminum, they've done a great job with the plastic, but from what I can feel, it's cold, and right here it's warm. That means it's aluminum. So you also have this Quattro badge right there to remind you that you are driving an Audi that has Quattro all-wheel drive system, which is great. It has 3-zone climate control, which means you can control the AC on your end, the front passenger end, and the rear passengers. What's fun is that these buttons right here, the switches on the AC, actually have this some sort of capacitive feature to them. So as long as you just put your button or put your finger on the button right there, it knows where it is and is ready to take your input. Now right below the AC, you got some blank switches right here with a couple of other switches. You got parking assist, which means you can actually control the parking sensors around if it becomes too obtrusive while you're driving down the road. You know, there are a lot of motorcycles, a lot of cars out there, so you can just turn it off right there if you do so wish. You also have hill descent control right here. Plus, my favorite button, while you're driving, you don't want to have a really bright screen on top of here, which is really distracting. You just click that right there and the display will turn off. Now let's move on to the other things. First of all, you've got a leather wrap steering wheel right here. The leather in the steering wheel is one of the best that I've ever held in my hands there. It's nice, it's large, it's chunky, it's D-shaped here, and you got your Audi badge, the 4 rings. I love how the pedal shifters just peek a little bit behind the stalks of the steering wheel there. Plus right here, you've got a digital gauge cluster. So you have different menu settings right here, either to select the date and time, your different driving details, and you've got offline navigation. We don't have the car connected to Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, which it does have, by the way. But if you choose to use the offline navigation setting, you're free to do so. It updates every now and then. Plus, as long as you have this right here, even if you don't have data on your phone, you will never get lost because of this navigation. It's connected to Audi satellite somewhere. Plus, it has voice navigation. If you just go ahead and click in the setting right here and say, hello Audi. It doesn't work right now. Hello Audi. Hey Audi. Yes, I'm hungry, Audi.
Please wait a moment while I search for the destinations.
Right there. It gives you different...
You can now say additional search terms.
That's enough, Audi. I get it. So it gives you all these options right here for different restaurants nearby. Again, that's not connected to any phone, any smartphone. This is all internal. This is Audi's system. This screen, by the way, it's really nice, very responsive, really high definition. Plus, you can connect your phone to it if you so choose. Another thing about the interior of the car is that it's got this lighting system. It actually helps out the surfaces inside and accents. You can actually choose between different colors. I went ahead and chose the Impulse one, which is red everything, red for Zigwheels. You got some cubby hole right there for your coins, one more here for your phone. And speaking of phone, this is an Apple phone. This is not mine, but we're gonna borrow it to show you guys. It does have wireless charging. There you go. One thing that I complain about some other cars is that because of my longer than average legs, what happens is that my upper leg definitely just hangs along the seat there. But thanks to this feature, we can actually push that out. There you go. It gives you some extra real estate just when you're driving. All right, so that's everything I have to show you guys about the front here. So let's check out the back. All right, so out here in the back, I can definitely see myself being driven here and having no problems at all. If not for the Audi Quattro system and the all-wheel drive and the diesel and the power there, I would definitely see myself riding right here at the back. You've got a lot of space for your knees, your legs, your foot. Interior amenities is great. You still have the same leather seats here. You got AC vents there, as well as a climate control system. Not just on and off, guys. You can actually control the temperature here in the back. You've got 2 USB ports. You've got another 12-volt socket. The seats are okay. There's a lot of headroom, by the way. Even if I set upright this way, my head doesn't bang the ceiling at all. I'm not going to dwell too much about the rear here, but I do want, and I'm very excited about driving this out. So let's take this out on the road, and I want to know how this feels like. Let's go. All right, so we're behind the wheel of the Audi Q5 S Line. All right, so under the hood, you've got a 2-liter turbocharged diesel engine that makes 200 horsepower and 400 Newton meters of torque. Now, if you're thinking that those power figures are attainable anyway with more affordable mid-sized SUVs, well, you might be right. But I've always believed that it's not about how many horsepower they are under the hood. It's about what breed those hoses are. Because every time you step on the pedal this way, you can definitely feel the urgency behind it. And the power is definitely there. Yes, you're not going to miss it. And thanks to the Quattro all-wheel drive system, you've got the confidence to put all the power down, and you know you're not going anywhere. Plus, this also has adaptive drive modes. So you select your different drive modes by selecting that right here just under the AC controls. But if you're not sure which one to pick, just go ahead and put it in auto. It's no problems. The system will determine itself what type of drive mode is best for any situation you're in. Steering is also part of what adjusts whenever you click on the drive select mode. And the NVH levels. NVH levels is crazy. This is a diesel truck. Once you're outside, you can hear the clatter of the diesel engine. But once you step inside, it's gone. It's as if you're driving a gasoline engine. And that's one way for you to find out that to know that you are driving a quality vehicle. Now, this may be way up there in terms of price, but you know what you're getting. This isn't your regular 2 million peso SUV, guys. It feels so much better than that. Fuel economy is what surprised me the most about the Audi Q5. Being a diesel engine plus mated to a mild hybrid system, it gives me around 10 to 11 kilometers per liter in the city. Give it a little traffic, dives down to about 9 to 10 kilometers per liter. That's not bad at all. Now, I took this out on an open road and I was able to get around 16 kilometers per liter. That's just crazy. Now, the reason that it gets great fuel economy, well, apart from it being a efficient diesel engine, is that it uses a mild hybrid system. A mild hybrid works in a way where you've got your electric motor, and whenever you're coasting down the highway or even during light traffic, once you have the battery charged up, you can actually lift your foot off the pedal and the engine will shut off and the electric motor would do the propulsion for you. Saves you a lot of gas. Plus, it also works in a way during startup and the electrical materials inside the car, it handles all that, lessening the load that you put on the combustion engine. So you got your standard safety features, you've got your multiple airbags, you got ABS with electronic brake force distribution. Now you also have hill descent control and stability control, which definitely helps out with the car. If you're looking for active driving assists in the Audi Q5, you'll be well out of luck. But at least this car has a backup camera, a really high definition backup camera, and multiple sensors around the car. Now, pricing for the Audi Q5. All right, so well, here's the thing. Audis, especially the Audi Q5, isn't your typical car that you definitely would be attaining to drive. You know, I could tell you that this car is worth 3 million or 5 million pesos, but it's best for you to visit the link down below. We're going to be linking this to our website at Zigwheels.Ph for you to get the best prizes, of course, if you want an Audi Q5. Because the logic behind that is that if you really want to have an Audi Q5 and you're serious about it, you're going to have to contact Audi Philippines themselves or visit Zigwheels.Ph. Pricing is steep, but with how this drives, how this reacts and seeing people's reactions down the road as you drive it, it's definitely worth the sticker price, I gotta say. So there you have it, folks, the Audi Q5. It's the closest thing that I can imagine having the perfect premium SUV. But does it really have what it takes to become as such? Here are 3 things that I don't like and I like about this car. First things first is a few of the exterior bits and pieces and design choices that Audi took in order to design the Audi Q5, most especially the fake rear exhausts. Next, of course, is safety features. Now, that doesn't mean that this is lacking safety features. I'm just thinking that Audi could have swung for a lot better safety features like automatic cruise control, like lane keep assist and all that. Now, those things are optional, just not standard trim. Now, another part that I don't like about the Audi Q5 is, of course, well, the styling definitely takes a little bit more getting used to. Now, at this point, I'm just nitpicking. Now, the only thing that I don't like about the Audi Q5 are the looks. It could have looked a lot sportier, a lot more aggressive, but you're gonna have to swing for a lot higher trim for that. Now, on to the things that I do like about the Audi Q5. First of all, it's that engine. Paired with a mild hybrid turbo diesel, it makes 204 horsepower and 400 Nm of torque, but it still makes 10 to 11 kilometers per liter in the city, and that's crazy. Who would have thought that going for a premium SUV can net you great fuel economy as well? Second of all is the drivetrain. That 7-speed dual-clutch transmission is just insane. It's so buttery smooth that you wouldn't think that you're driving a regular good old automatic. This thing really drives really well. Third, of course, is the interior amenities. Being inside an Audi is really a joy to be in, especially this something of a luxurious kind of vehicle. But the Audi Q5 takes it a step a notch with those Napa leather seats. It's really amazing to be inside. And that's it for a little review of the Audi Q5. What do you think? Drop us a comment in the comment section down below, and while you're at it, subscribe to our channel and hit that notification icon so you won't miss any of our videos. This is Robles from Zigwheels.Ph. Let me go ahead and enjoy more about the Audi Q5. I'll see you guys next time.